Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Mahaka, Mahaka, Satanam, Akamurid, Waheguru, Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Mahaka, Mahaka, Satanam, Akamurid, Waheguru, Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Satanam, Mahaka, Satanam. Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Satanam, Ma City Aka, Mahaka, Mahaka, Satanam, Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Mahaka, Mahaka, Satanam, Akamurid, Waheguru, Sat City, City Aka, City Aka, Satanam, City Aka, Satanam, Kamurid, Waheguru, City Aka, Mahaka, Mahaka, Satanam, Mahaka.
We are here.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ji ki fateh. Thank you for very much for being here. So this is very interesting. We are in this very kind of romantic uh, um, setting, and the reason why is because we have a rain here in my city in Santiago of Chile, and the electricity went off. So I'm from uh, I'm sharing internet from my cell phone. Uh, so this is very funny. But I hope you enjoy this romantic environment for this course. We'll do it anyhow. I have like my computer set so it use only a little bit of battery. I hope everything goes fine. So being said that, I want to ask you. So where are you from, guy? There's a lot of people that was in the WhatsApp, and I want to know where are you from exactly. How many countries do we have here? We have almost 200 people connected so far. Um, Sanam from China. Sanam Alex. Germany. Missoula, Montana. That's the United States. Turkey. Oh. Argentina, Canada, Orlando, Florida, Japan, Germany, Portugal, California, India, California, USA, Mexico, Orange, California, Seattle, Mexico, France, Germany, Washington, Canada, Mexico. Hola, los hermanos de México. That's Spanish. I'm from Chile, so I'm a Spanish speaker. So I apologize beforehand if it's difficult for you understand few words, but in the context, I think you will have no problem to understand me. Brazil, Las Vegas, Argentina, Hamburg, Puerto Rico, Taiwan, Sanam, Taiwan, no Taiwan. Beautiful, so beautiful people there. Chile, Sanam, the brothers from Chile, Argentina, China. Oh my God, Tucson, Arizona. Wow. So thank you very much for being here. The people are still connecting. Um, we'll have a very beautiful um, trip tonight. For you, it's already the afternoon. To me, it's already dark here. I've been working with Yogic Psychology for several years and have been like a very beautiful journey helping people to release trauma and different psychological challenges through Kundalini Yoga. And one of the beauty of that is that the people can heal themselves not only by dealing with the mind and emotions, um, or even the energy, not only their energy, but connecting with God and connecting with the soul. And that is something very unique from this kind of therapy because there is a place inside yourself that have never been hurt. That is a totally different concept from regular psychology. In the yogic approach is not that you only heal the pain and you try to deepen yourself and in your history and in the whatever have happened in your past and your parents and your childhood and your even your previous lives or all of this, because you will find yourself many times in a road that doesn't have an end. You're trying to heal and heal and heal yourself, but you will always find something else to heal. You'll always find another pain, another history, another trauma. But there is another option, and the other option is totally be out of that logic. So, not trying to heal your mind forever, but actually understand that your mind, your emotions have a logic and have limitations, and the mind always will feel incomplete. There is always will be a void inside. So you heal yourself deeper and deeper, and you feel better and better. But actually, the game doesn't stop. You still find something else to heal. That is the game of the mind. So what is different in a spiritual approach is that you find that place in yourself, that sacred space, that divine space where the wound didn't happen. So you are free not only from that trauma, but you are free for that eternal circle of pain and healing and pain and healing and pain and healing. So sometimes even your spiritual path, not only your psychological healing, but also your spiritual path becomes a healing path. Like for you, you have the concept that in order to grow spiritually, you must heal your wounds. And that is partially true. What I mean by partially is that, of course, you must heal yourself. There is a lot of healing in the spiritual path. But it's partially true because the spiritual path is a path to recognize who you are, to connect with God, to connect with the spirit and be to become stable in your consciousness, that your mind becomes stable in the connection with the divine. That is the actual logic, that the intuition must be awakened. But if you do Kundalini yoga for healing, and that is like the main goal, not one of the aspects. Okay, I'm not saying you don't need to heal yourself. We are doing this workshop on trauma, so of course you should do it. But where your eyes are looking all the time should not be the healing itself. That is only part of the path. You should be looking to your soul, to God, to the intuition, to the consciousness. What is the risk if you always are in this thinking of healing and healing and healing? That actually your spiritual growth depends on your pains. Like you need to have a wound, you need to have a pain, you need to be incomplete or broken somehow in some aspect, in some level, in order to keep growing. Because for you, the healing means the spiritual path means to find pain and fix it. So what happens if you don't have pain? Nothing to fix, you cannot grow. So the logic must be different, and in the yogic psychology is different the approach. You must find that place in yourself that didn't suffer the pain. And from there, from that clarity, from that strength, from that intuition, you look the pains, you look your history, and you understand it totally different. So you can see your history through your ego, or you can see your history through your soul. And what you will find is actually the history doesn't even look similar. When your ego is talking about it, your mind is talking about it, your emotions talking about it, and when your soul is talking about it, you will find different language. And what is this the history about actually will be totally different. The the story that your mind will tell you, the ego will tell you, is about uh, betrayal. I don't know if I'm saying correct, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Betrayal, pain, um, humiliation, humiliation, fighting. This kind of things you will find. Loneliness. Who is the one who let you down? Who is the one who didn't accompany you to the end of the path? Who is the one who abandoned you? But when your soul is telling the story, you will find yourself talking about destiny, about purpose, about intuition, about how everything in your life, the good things, the beautiful things, the bright things, and the pains, and the difficult situations, and the most heavy challenges in your life, actually they have things in common, and actually you can see that everything is pointing in one direction. So you find that actually everything is have something to do with your soul, with your mission in this life, with your destiny in this life. And that's a big difference. So we are doing this workshop, this free workshop, to start talking about yogic psychology, how in yoga we understand the mind, emotions, how we heal ourselves according to the yogic approach, and what techniques that we always use we can use for a specific um, psychological challenges. Um, but we will have this big workshop in the 20th and 21st of September. Will be on chakras. Will be 8 hours, 4 hours one day, 4 hours the next day, talking about chakras and how to understand and really go deep and see ourselves through the lens through the lens of every chakra, to see what is there, and if something is disaligned, see some traumas and pain are still hiding there, in order to heal. And so you will learn a lot of different meditations. We will practice a lot, and and to know much more about ourselves. So we are starting with this free workshop on trauma. Um, and I don't want to say anything else before we do our Adi mantra. Um, and then we have few meditations to do. I will promise you two things. First one, if you do the meditations today, you will feel pain. Uh, some of them are challenging. I will send you three different meditations, but I don't know if we'll have the time to cover all of the three of them. But I will send you the three of them, and also Christian, who is the man behind everything, will send you a Shabbat, special Shabbat. In WhatsApp, I told you about it, that I will send you a special Shabbat, and I will explain you a little bit more about it after we do the Adi mantra and we start going deeper. Okay, so sit straight, put your hands in prayer pose on your chest. Inhale deep, close your eyes. Exhale. Inhale. Focusing your eyebrow, your third eye. Inhale to chant. Om Namo Arande Namo. Om Namo Arande Namo. Om Namo Arande Namo. Adangaraయ Namaha, Yugangaraya Namaha, Sadangaraya Namaha, Sri Gurudevaya Namaha, Adangaraయ Namaha, Yugangaraya Namaha, Sadangaraya Namaha, Sri Gurudevaya Namaha, Adangaraya Namaha, Yugangaraya Namaha, Sadangaraya Namaha, Sri Gurudevaya Namaha. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Okay, so my computer doesn't last a lot with its own battery, so if I go off, you just stay there. I have another computer, of the computer of my beautiful wife, and we will keep using that. So you just stay there in case. I will connect right away as soon as I can do it, just doing the shift of the computer. Um, so I told you about this Shabbat. A Shabbat is like a mantra. Most of you will be familiar. We will feel familiar to the concept of mantra. So it's like a mantra, but this case is very long. It will take about 20 minutes for one repetition. So it's a very deep process of affecting your brain of affecting your brain. In this case, in order to release, to heal any pain, any trauma. I've been using this with patients and students also, and friends also, and myself also. It's so powerful. It's very well known Shabbat in Sikh religion. The name of it is Dukha Panjani. Dukh Panjani. Um, so it's like the remover, like the cleanser, of the eradicator of dukh, of pain. So it's very interesting process when you feel any big pain or trauma that is affecting your life, and it's bringing the pain, the sorrow again and again, on depression again and again. You can chant this Shabbat. I've been giving this Shabbat for people that actually have been going through very, very painful situations, and it worked so beautifully. It's like connect you with the feeling, with the like the reality that God is taking care of you, of everything, and absolutely nothing can touch you. So you see, it's like this different approach. Is not only healing, but is the healing is through understanding God has been always protecting you, and you feel this release, this peace again. And it's very interesting because this Shabbat start to dive into your psyche, like very deep in your psyche, in your chakras, and start to clean and heal everything. And it's very interesting process because sometimes you have these meditations that heal yourself and heal your traumas, and they are painful. But with this Shabbat, mostly, if you feel the pain, if you feel it, because most of the time maybe you will not feel the emotional pain. But if through the process of everyday chanting it, you start to feeling in some point, you feel, this kind of like when you cry, but actually feels good, and you are not diving in your pain. You are just feeling so good. It's like your tears are bringing out the pain and are putting it out forever. It's like your tears take it out, and you feel that it's not more inside and you are free of it. This kind of pain, if when you feel it, is so beautiful. um, So Christian will send you the Shabbat written and also a recording of it, so you can play it and follow it. Also, you have the translation in the same document, so you can understand what you're singing. It's very beautiful. Duk Panjani, beautiful Shabbat. Even if you don't feel like any special pain, I recommend you to do it every day for a few times, because you will find yourself healing pains that you didn't know what was there, were there. Okay, so um, you can download the material here. Perfect. Thank you, Christian. Um, so the thing with trauma is this: you have pain in life, and then you have trauma in life. When you have trauma, it works differently. And the trauma doesn't depend on how or on what happened. It's not about what happened. It's about how you lived it, how prepared your psyche and your consciousness was to take it and digest it. If you cannot digest it, so it can become a trauma for you. Mhm. So of course we can think very quickly in many situations that Normally, when we go through that, we can expect that trauma will happen, but it's not true 100% of times. But yes, there's some things in life that are so heavy that is very normal that you will see a trauma. You can expect that, but the reality is not about the situation itself. It's about your consciousness being able to take it and digest it. So one of the difference, I will talk about little difference, well, few difference, big difference, but few difference about a pain, even a like very deep pain and a trauma. So when you have a pain or fear or traumatic situation, painful situation, um, what will happen is that the pain will be less and less and less and less, or the fear will be less and less and less, right? Or your awareness, like your state of alert, will be less and less through the pass of time. Maybe you can have little at the beginning, like a lot of fear at the beginning because it just happened. For instance, you suffer like robbery, like a thief um, attacked you. So it's normal that for a few days you go to the street and you fear, afraid, afraid of walking on the street. That can happen. But the pain will be less and less. You can see that when people talk a lot about their pain or their recent event. Um, so you talk about it and you start crying or screaming or shaking or whatever. Like let's say a very tough situation, but it's not a trauma. So you start like that, and then another person comes and you again tell the story. Another person comes and you tell the story, and you find yourself that every time you tell the story, actually the emotion is less. Your understanding about the situation is more, and you feel the situation like farther every time you talk about it. Um, so with the trauma, it works differently. What will happen is that either it remain the same or it will increase. So you suffer this situation today, and then you find yourself 1 year later, you speak about it and you cry in the same way. You feel the same emotions as the day you lived it, right? That is one big sign of trauma. But also you should understand to not um, be lost, to know, okay, hold saying in English, to not make mistake when you are trying to understand if actually you have a trauma. Sometimes you have a silent trauma. Okay, when you have a silent trauma, it means maybe you will not feel anything, but you will have different clues that will show you actually there is a trauma. So another aspect which is very common in trauma, and you will, it's proper of the trauma, but sometimes you will not feel the pain, but you will see this situation, is that with a normal pain, you reduce the impact of the event in your life. What I mean by this is this: Again, for instance, you suffer robbery. Robbery, I'm saying that good. Robbery is like robar, with a robar. Yeah, like stealing. Yeah. Um, well, stealing. Um, so very tough situation. So the first day, like for instance, you can cry all day, or you're shaking, and then you when you go to sleep, you have nightmares, and the next day you go to the street and actually you don't want to go to the street, or you hear a noise outside of your home and you are very alert, like you feel that the situation can repeat again. Okay, so um, what will happen is that maybe 2 days later, when you hear something outside, you are not that alert, but maybe you are still dreaming. And then 4 days later, then you are not dreaming anymore. And when you are in the street, actually, you feel a little afraid of going outside. And 2 weeks later, you are not feeling afraid, and actually, you don't remember very much about it. But when you see some guy like similar to that guy, you feel uh, fearful. And 3 weeks later, you forget about it and you're fine, for instance, right? So the impact of the event start to reduce. In trauma, is opposite. The trauma start to infect other other dimensions of our life. So, for instance, um, you had the situation of feeling abandoned when you was a child. So you felt abandoned by one person, but then you feel you cannot trust in your relatives. And then you grow and you don't feel you can trust in your friends. And then you have your first boyfriend or girlfriend, and you find yourself not trusting. Maybe you feel jealous and you feel that you cannot establish relationships. So like it becomes, it start to infect another aspects of your life. So maybe you are not feeling it, but you find certain patterns like I don't trust people normally. My friends, they are good friends, but if they do one thing, I don't forgive them anymore. They are not friends of mine anymore. One mistake, and then you find yourself like you're jealous. And then after one, two, or three relationships, then you find yourself that actually you cannot even start a relationship. It just never worked. You never get to that point of trusting that you can say yes, I can open myself with this person. So these are signs of there is a trauma there. And then you have many other situations like the nightmares, all these things. Like if you go, I will not go deeper into this because it will take a lot of time. But if you go to PSTD, you will have a lot of like symptoms that you can see actually in a trauma. One is very evident, but it's not always like that. Sometimes it's very silent. Um, so we will do one meditation right now that will be in the pose of ego eradicator, like the pose most of you already know, like this. The tip of your fingers should be in the mount of the palm, like right here, and your thumb will be out. What it means, okay, this represents your ego, okay, your identity, your personal identity. So, and the rest of the fingers are your the different qualities and the different dimensions of yourself. So this is ego eradicated, because what you are doing is that you are bringing all your qualities, all the different capacities of yourself to you, but you are keeping your ego out of it. That is what it means. What it means, like your ego is out of the game. It's not part of the game. So um, you will do this posture, and you will do this movement backwards. Okay, you will do circles. Okay, like very sharp circles. And if you do it correctly, what will happen is that you will start moving up and down. Okay, you are not trying to do that. You are not trying to move up and down. It's just a sign that you are doing correctly. Your only focus is in your arms. Okay, doing little circles. So if you do it right, you will start like jumping without wanting to. Okay? If you are not seeing yourself going up and down, it means the movement should be faster. Okay? So this exercise is very powerful for releasing the pain and for giving a very powerful impact to your nervous system to recalibrate. Okay, so this exercise is one of the specific exercise for trauma. Okay, so put your arms like this, and then you will do these little circles, like very fast backward. Little circles is very important. Little, not like this. No, little circles. Okay, so I told you that I was giving you this promise. PTSD in English. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Christian. She's correcting me. It's PTSD, post traumatic um, syndrome. No, post traumatic stress disorder in English. I'm a Spanish speaker, so thank you, Christian. Um, so I promise you that you will feel pain today. I want to fulfill my word. You can see this exercise. You will feel the pain in your shoulders. But okay, this is the thing. The better you do it, the better you can heal yourself and rewire your brain. So I will ask you to close your eyes. Please close your eyes before starting doing it. And I want you to commit yourself to do it as it is to the end. Okay? Do it as it is to the end. So I'm asking you to write down right now, write it in the comments, please, in the chat. Put it there. I will do it. I will do it. Okay, please write that down. That is a commitment. If you write it, you are doing the commitment. You will not lower your hands. You know, that's the exercise. Okay. If you have any, how do you call it? Si tiene alguna lesión. No, una lesión. Christian, help me. Lesión. If you have any injury, thank you. So if you have any injury, don't write I will do it. Please. Okay? Take care of yourself. If don't, do it to the end. If you feel you will have an injury, that can happen with any movement, any strange movement, then you stop it. You This is like the little the little uh, writing in this contract. If you feel like yes, this can be an injury, just stop. You're free of your commitment. But if not, do it to the end. Doesn't matter how much pain you'll feel. I will do it. I will do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I will no lower my arms. I feel so proud of you. Many of you have written, I will do it. Perfect. Okay. So take the posture and begin. Very fast little circles. Very fast little circles. You will feel pain right away. I know that. I feel sorry about you, but also I feel very good for you that you're giving yourself the opportunity to heal yourself. Very fast. If you do it right, your body automatically will jump. So this is the sign of self-love. The people who really love themselves, do it fast, 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 fast. The people who really love themselves, they have discipline. The only people who can be disciplined people is the people who have love for themselves. That is self-love. Because discipline is the only way you give yourself what you want to have. You want to heal yourself, you need discipline. You want a good job, you need discipline. You have a career, you need discipline. Discipline is one characteristic of a person who loves him or herself. So show the love you have for yourself. And if you feel you don't have enough love for yourself, then fake it and tell your mind, I love myself, and go to the hell mind. I will show you how much I can act as someone that loves himself. Fast, 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 fast. Okay, now start looking the tip of your nose. Keep moving, keep moving. Look the tip of your nose and close your eyes. You are looking the tip of your nose, but your eyes are closed. Your breathing doesn't matter. Whatever the breathing wants to do is fine, but do it through your nose. Fast, 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 fast. You will jump, 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 jump. Go. My wife is laughing at me. Do it. Fast. But she is moving. She is not lowering her arms. You have 3 minutes already done. Okay. Strong, steady, fast. Your mind will tell you, I cannot do it, and you will tell yourself, I love myself. That's it. Simple. And smile. Willingly, you are doing this. You are doing this not because you want to cause more pain in your life. It's because you want to get out of it, of the pain. So smile is a good thing for you. Almost 5 minutes. Come on, fast, fast. Move, 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 move. It's normal if you feel like crying, like like this frustration. Normal. Go through it. You want to reestablish in your brain the relationship with the pain. With your closed eyes, you are looking the tip of your nose. Do it fast. Don't lower your hands. You made a commitment. Good sweating. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Own it. Have the full experience. 2 more minutes. You already have done 9 minutes. Imagine that. 2 more minutes. Ooh, that was my cell phone. Focus on the tip of your nose. Almost there. Almost there. Fast, fast, fast. The trauma is something very strong that have impact your life. Then a lot of the techniques are very strong because you need this energy to take it and to clean it. Less than 1 minute. Now, please do it perfectly. Even if you didn't do the commitment, please now, perfect. 40 minutes. Perfect, strong, smile, tip of your nose, 20 seconds, 15. Inhale deep, touch your thumbs on the top of your head, straight, arms straight, stretch yourself, do mulband, contract anus, sexual organs, and navel, strong. And exhale and lower your arms and relax. Now meditate silently. Feel yourself. Long, deep breathing. Very deep breathing. So, a traumatic experience is something that it is isolated in your mind. Physically, is isolated in your brain. So, we can talk about trauma in many different dimensions energetically, psychologically, um, from the point of view of your nervous system, your diaphragm, and different organs that are involved in it, spiritually. But basically, you have an experience of life that you didn't have the tools, the spiritual tools, to connect it with the rest of yourself, of your belief, of your approach and understanding of life. It was so heavy and so different from everything you have experienced before that Your consciousness couldn't handle it. So automatically, without deciding it consciously, it isolated the experience in yourself. I didn't let it connect with the different aspects of yourself. The reason for that is very good reason. Your mind was protecting yourself. It was so powerful that you couldn't handle it. So the only way to keep living your life is to store it inside a box and not let it communicate with anything else in yourself. Therefore, you cannot heal it. Therefore, you cannot digest the emotions that come with it. That's why every time it comes to you, the feelings are still as strong as the beginning. So when we talk about digest things, experiences in life, it means that you relate the experience to something else, to some belief, to some intuition, to some concept in life, to some idealistic image of yourself if you want, but you relate it with something. A trauma happens when the experience is isolated and cannot be free from that box inside of yourself. That is a trauma. Another dimension with the chakras, which is the main course we will we will have in September, you have the experience in your chakras and then you block the experience to flow. So you have a tremendous amount of energy stuck in one place, or you have a spot in your energetic system uh, totally drained from energy. Physically, or physically, I don't know how to say in English, but from the body point of view, your diaphragm will do the work of maintaining the pain and the trauma inside yourself and not let it be integrated in the rest of your system. The diaphragm is very, I will say, psychological structure of your body. Actually, in Egypt, they thought the soul lived in the diaphragm. And we have many words that come from that. Like you can be a frenetic person. Some frenes means diaphragm. So your diaphragm is affected. That is where you're frenetic. Or schizophrenia, like a division, a total division in your phrenia, in your diaphragm. So your consciousness is divided by the diaphragm. So basically, the diaphragm regulates the pass of information from your uh, the the structure of personality through to your consciousness. That is why it's so powerful when you do breathing that moves the diaphragm a lot, because the information, the stories of your lower chakras, the fear, the guilt, all these kind of things, that are suppressed by the diaphragm start to go up. So you'll find in these big pains that are stored in yourself certain stiffness of the diaphragm. And you will feel the pain. You'll do the meditation, you feel the pain diaphragm. It's because there are strong emotions hiding there. So the next meditation will be like this. Again, you will have all this meditation. Um, Christian was sending them to you through the chat. Please check it. Um, so the right hand will be facing uh, down. The left hand will be facing up. Okay, like this, in front of your shoulders. So your hands just in front of your shoulders, parallel to the ground, shoulder width. So um, left up, right down. Okay, and you will do this. You will look the tip of your nose, but now with your eyes open, and you will breathe in four stroke to inhalate. Like you will inhale in four strokes. You fool yourself like 25%, then 25%. Now you're half, right? Then 75%, and then 100%, like totally full. No one drop can go inside because you are totally full. Okay, and then you exhale through your nose in one stroke. So it will be like, okay, that will be your breathing, and you are there, very stiff. It's not okay, not very stiff. How do you, very, what do you say? Muy quieto, very quiet, very, yeah, no, quiet is silent. No, very, you will not move. Okay, but you are relaxed. This is the thing. You will not move, but you are relaxed. Okay, so it's not stiffness like this, like, no, just relax. Okay, but your elbows are straight, but they're not tense, just relaxed, but very straight, but very relaxed in the posture. Okay, so your chest open, your spine is straight, your shoulders down. Okay, your elbows straight, but everything super relaxed. And you will look the tip of your nose, but you will see it right now because your eyes are open. Okay, and then four stroke to inhale, one stroke to exhale. Now, before you are doing it, write it down. I will do it. Please commit with yourself, do it, and then we will have only one more meditation, but we will do a easy meditation to go to our hearts. Okay, so this is the last pain you will suffer today, my personal torture to you out of love. Okay, so do the posture. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Write it down, please. Do it. Do it. Perfect. Nice. Steady. Good. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. Wonderful. So now you have done the commitment. Look the tip of your nose. Take the posture very straight, very tranquil. Don't move, but relax and enjoy it. Okay. Begin. Four stroke. Four strokes to inhale, one stroke to exhale. Powerful breathing. It should make noise. That is important. Concentrate on the tip of your nose. Don't lose it. When you concentrate on the tip of your nose, your mind becomes stable. It's like a lock for your mind. You are forcing it to be stable, and your subconscious mind will start to drop the garbage inside. That is what you want to do. And you're balancing your chakras with your hands. Will use your total lung capacity. When you inhale, do it to the max. No one extra drop of air is able to come in. And when you exhale, exhale to the last drop. Very strong breathing, stable in your nose, in the tip of your nose. Now, please inhale deep, inhaling one stroke, full, full breath. Hold it in, look the tip of your nose, very still but relaxed. Feel yourself. Exhale. Now, please put your hands in your heart, left below the right hand. The heart is the big integrator of your emotions. So, everything that is released from your pain or from your past should be integrated, and your heart is the one who will do that work. So, please, Christian, if you can play a beautiful Guru Ramdas for us, just chant. Just feel yourself chant to Guru Ramdas so he can clean everything, make him be in charge of your pain, of your garbage. It's his responsibility, so you can enjoy your life and enjoy everything that is beautiful in life. Thanks to Guru Ramdas. Feel your heart and give all your stories, all your pain, all your feelings to Guru Ramdas so he can take care of it. So you can enjoy and share your life in service and gratitude. Waheguru. So we are reaching the end, and we have some questions in the chat that I will like to answer. Um, we have a lot of delays, so if you write down right now your question, maybe I will not see it before the class end. But if you ask something, um, maybe if I see that, I will happily answer it. Okay, so one question that uh, you can see in the screen, I think, but I'm seeing in my WhatsApp. There's sending it to me. Yeah. Okay. So there is. So ADHD, is A- ADHD a kind of identification for trauma? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Um, you have many causes. So no, no, no. That is not one specific sign for trauma. Not necessarily. Is hyperhidrosis, okay, which means excessive sweating, like hands, feet, etc., related to or a subconscious trauma? And is there any way it can be released? Okay, yeah, it can be, depends on what is causing it. Maybe it's one emotion that is causing it, and so it can be related with trauma, but it's not a symptom of trauma. But if you are feeling a lot of fear or other emotions, maybe you can experience this symptom, but it's not related directly to trauma. Now, it's very common that a lot of sweating in hands, for instance, can be caused by a block in the heart. So if you work in that, I haven't seen that. Okay, I've seen that the people open the heart and now have not uh, so much sweat in the hands and feet. So that is a good thing to do. Specific meditations and kriyas for that will help. Um, if the person has eventual insomnia, feels paralyzed to complete or achieve something in life, is that a sign of trauma? Yeah, can be. There is different signs, so I cannot tell you through the chat. Should be in a personal consulting to understand uh, what is going on behind it, but can be a sign of trauma because, as I told you guys, you have one event, one situation that happened, and then it start to infect every other aspects of life. So if like you feel like paralyzed, like it's such strong feeling, and there is no reason for that, that can be related to trauma. Again, I cannot tell you for sure just by the text. I, we should discuss about it, and then I can give you uh, a better understanding about it. But yeah, if it is out of nothing and you really feel paralyzed, like it's a very strong feeling, yeah, that can be related with that, and you're not. The thing is that you're not wasting your time if you are trying to see if something traumatic is behind it. Could be, yes. Um, can you give us a reflection on how to pray effectively? Okay, just we say like you must pray with all your heart or with your heart. The heart is another way to say all yourself. Um, Whenever we talk about our hearts, we are saying our complete being. So the only thing that I will suggest is that put everything you have inside. So I will not tell you how to pray. I will just tell you that even your bad emotions, put them in your prayer. God will know it. God knows it anyhow. So be very open, very humble in the way that actually you're not hiding anything, and just do your prayer as you feel it. That's it. Okay, guys. So my battery is like a super low, and we are in perfect timing with the blessing of God and Guru Ramdas. I had, I didn't think we were gonna make it, but thanks God, and thank you for being here. Um, if you want to keep learning and have many us the link um, in the chat so we can see it. Is 10 days of meditation when we have 3 special days of cleaning our subconscious mind. It cleans like 1 day of one tantric yoga is equal to 10 years of practicing Kundalini yoga every day. So if you feel traumas and pain, that is a good place to be. If you want to, I really encourage you to go to United States for summer solstice. In this event, Christian will give you the link now in the chat. So thank you, everybody. I will not talk more because I have low battery. Thanks for everybody, and thanks God for let us reach the end of this workshop with no electricity. And thank you from my heart for being here. And see you next time. I hope you attend the 20th and 21st of September on chakras to go deep in ourselves, to know ourselves, and to learn how to heal the wounds and pains in the different levels of ourselves. So, Sadnam, God bless you. See you in the next one. And thank you, Christian, also.